So I'm sitting at her kitchen table, and you can tell that she's been crying. And she's telling me, I have to have the $1 million. My sons and my husband won't work. Well, me being the smart ass I am said, run your kids off and divorce your husband.
Yeah.
Make them get a job.
Yeah.
They're healthy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't understand. I've worked all my life. They've not had to work. Well, it's time they get I said, go back to your job.
Yeah.
She goes, well, they will hire me back, but I can't get my tenure back. I have to start at day one.
No.
Yes.
Well, hey, you know what? That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So here's
more power to them. And welcome back to another episode of True Stories from a Real Private Eye. I'm your host, Vinnie Coppola. With me, as always, is Lynn Lambdin, a real private investigator here in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much for being here. We so appreciate it. What do you got for us this week, Lynn?
Well, Vinnie, how you doing this week, buddy?
Oh, as I told you off the air, stressed.
Well,
but hey, man, one day at a time, right?
You know what we call that, Vinnie?
What?
Life.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that true?
That's life.
It's not easy, pal.
I was talking to a client earlier this week, and I said, well, so how's things going? They said, well, I was sitting in traffic cussing everyone around me.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I said, welcome to my life.
Right. And what is it that James Gregory always said whenever like one of the first things out of his mouth when you meet him?
How the hell are you doing?
Well, how the hell are you doing, of course. And then, Lynn, it's not an easy life.
Yeah. Not an ezy life. Yeah.
It's killing me. It's killing me.
Yeah. So he always said that. Yeah. Well, Vinnie, this week I think we're going to talk about a woman who thought she had hit the jackpot.
Okay.
But didn't. And
Spoiler alert, everybody.
Well.
Yeah.
So she was hit by a tractor and trailer.
In her car, of course.
In her car.
Oh, and wow. And survived.
So I get the call to go visit this lady and investigate this case. And so I drive out to her house one morning. It was early. It was an early appointment. I got there about 8:30. And this woman you talk about stress. This woman was stressed.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine. My problems seem kind of being hit by a tractor trailer.
Well, we were her third law firm. She had hired a law firm and fired them, hired another law firm, and she was getting ready to fire that law firm and hire us. So she was hit by a tractor and trailer, and she wanted the full $1 million policy. Yeah.
Now, am I getting ahead of myself in asking this question? What happened? Was it on the highway? Was it on the streets? Was
interstate? She was on the interstate.
And did he hit her, or was
he did? The tractor and trailer hit her, and did quite a bit of damage to her car, but she wasn't that injured. She had a few soft tissue injuries. Her car was totaled. She worked for the state of Georgia for 27 and a half years, started working at the state of Georgia when she was 18 years old.
All right.
And at the state of Georgia, if you work for them, I think for 30 years, you get full retirement, meaning that you can retire and you continue to get your full pay. You get full insurance. You get full raises just like you were continuing to work, just like everybody else gets.
Really?
Yes. According to her.
Somebody should have told me about that when I was 18.
Yeah. So she had a really cush job.
Yeah.
And so she had a husband and 2 children. And of course, her husband and 2 children did not work. And her children were grown. We're talking 24, 25, 26-year-old children. And her husband didn't work and her 2 kids didn't work. And she kept up the household and the family. And so she quit her job because she knew that she was going to get this $1 million.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no.
by quitting her job, 27 months, 28, 30 months before her 30 years,
Yeah.
she did not get any a pension.
Oh no.
She
Not,
got
not even partial.
she got partial.
Yeah.
She got something like 20% of her pay,
Oh.
and she had to pay for her own insurance.
Oh boy.
So this was, but that's okay. She was getting $1 million, and she was going to live off this $1 million, which didn't make any sense to begin with.
No, you got to get the money before you make a move like that. Yeah.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that later, Vinny. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
Okay. This is a comic.
That's day one stuff, man. You don't assume the money. You don't.
This is a comics. This is a wealth of information for a comic. You should be able to write enough jokes off of this to do you a lifetime.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So here's what happened. She's driving down the road, and this moron in a car comes over and hits this tractor and trailer. And to prevent further damage, this tractor and trailer swerves and hits our client, which means this guy in this car is at fault for the accident. So the $1 million policy is not at play.
Right.
It's a $25,000 policy that's on the car.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So she's trying to figure out how to get the $1 million policy.
Yeah.
So she doesn't take advice of the first two attorneys that she has. She ignores them.
What did they tell her to do?
They told her to take the $25,000 and to go back to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So she ignores them.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting at her kitchen table, and you can tell that she's been crying. And she's telling me, I have to have the $1 million. My sons and my husband won't work. Well, me being the smart ass I am, said, run your kids off and divorce your husband.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make them get a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're healthy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't understand. I've worked all my life. They've not had to work. Well, it's time they get I said, go back to your job. Yeah. She goes, well, they will hire me back, but I can't get my tenure back. I have to start at day one.
No.
Yes.
Well, hey, you know what? That's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So here's
more power to them.
Here's what the idiot done. She started doctor shopping. So she went to orthopedic after orthopedic after orthopedic, thinking that if she got an orthopedic to say that there was more injury to her than there was, and got an orthopedic that would do surgery on her, then the trucker's insurance would have to pay. That's not how it works.
I know, just kind of say, that's not how it works, right?
That's not how it works. So she run up a whole bunch of bills. She's seen like 7 or 8 different orthopedics.
Oh, God.
So she ran up a whole bunch of bills with these orthopedics trying to get somebody to say that she was injured, and none of them would say that she was injured.
Right.
So she ran up a whole bunch of bills trying to get the trucker's insurance. So that didn't work. So then she went to psychologists stating that, trying to get them to say that she had mental anguish, and ran up a whole bunch of bills that way.
Oh my God. What a nightmare.
So now she's got a whole bunch of medical bills, unnecessary medical bills that has to be paid, that they file medical liens on her case. See, a chiropractor can't file a medical lien on your case.
Right.
Has to be an MD. So she went and seen psychologists and orthopedics, which are both medical. So now they file medical liens on her case, which have to be paid when the case settles.
Oh no, I know where this is going. Oh man.
So when her case settled for the $25,000,
yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. She got absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
So her first 2 attorneys file liens on her case. So now 3 attorneys are going to want their 33%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they've done the work on their case.
Yeah.
So actually, it was just two attorneys because we didn't take the case.
Right. Right.
So now she's got two attorneys that are fighting over the 33% and about 15 doctors that's fighting over the rest of the money.
Right. 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 Oh my God.
And she's quit her job, her cush job where she had to do nothing.
Yeah.
She worked for the state of Georgia. She done nothing.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to get anything done at the state?
Oh yeah.
Go get your driver's license renewed. And watch what they do. They do nothing.
I know.
You'll be the only one sitting there, and they'll let you sit there for 45 minutes, and there'll be 5 of them sitting back there doing nothing.
I know.
So she had a cush job doing absolutely nothing. And she had I think she had 27 months left, 28 months left, and she could retire with full benefits. Full pay with raises, full insurance for her and her husband. And her husband don't work and her 2 kids don't work. And she quit her job. Now, here's the catcher. Even if she would have got the $1 million, think about this, Vinnie. Walk through this. She was probably making $50,000, $60,000, probably $60,000, $70,000 a year. If she would have got the $1 million, let's just say that she would have got the $1 million.
Right.
The attorney would have probably gotten 30%, if not 40%, depending on whether they would have filed a lawsuit or not. But let's just say that the attorney got 30%, 33%.
Okay.
That means that she would have got $666,000.
Right.
She would have had to pay medical bills out of that. So let's just say that she would have walked away with $600,000.
Okay.
Would it have been worth it to quit your job for $600,000? And her making 600 with her making about 6,000 with her making about $60,000, $70,000 a year.
I would go for the full pension. I would
well, of course, because within 10 years of not even working, she made the $600,000 back.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And she was only like 56 years old.
Yeah.
Because she started working for the state of Georgia when she was 18 years old.
Yeah.
So she was a young lady.
Yeah.
So she had more than 10 years of life left.
At least.
So she only had to work another 10. She only so take the 2 years that she had left to work plus 8 years of retirement, and she made the $600,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Now, think about if she would have just took the $600,000. How is she going to invest that $600,000 and live and make that kind of money?
Right.
You can't do it.
No.
There's just no way to do it.
No.
Plus, she got, and in her retirement for being a 30-year employee, if she would have retired, she would have still gotten raises. So by the time that 10 years had passed, that 60 or 70 grand, whatever she was making, would have been 80 grand or 90 grand. And by the time she would have been 70 years old, it would have been 100 grand.
Yeah. Wow.
So the 600 grand that she got, if that's what she would have walked with after attorney fees and doctor bills and everything, if she would have got the whole $1 million, her injuries didn't warrant the whole $1 million. But if her injuries would have warranted the $1 million, see, you have to understand, in a personal injury case, if your case is worth $1 million and you pay your attorney 33%, you're not going to walk away with $600,000 because you're going to have substantial medical bills in order to get the $1 million.
Right.
Unless it's some kind of DUI case or something of the nature, because unless you're getting punitive damages or something like that.
Right.
Because you have to have the injuries in order to get the money.
Yes.
So you just don't get the money for no reason.
Of course.
So you got to have the injury to get it, and she didn't have the injury.
But she looked for it. She certainly looked for it.
She looked for it. She looked hard for it.
Her problem was she went to legitimate doctors.
That-
She could. I mean, she needs to find some kind of corrupt scumbag who.
Well, those doctors are all over. She could have found it if she would have looked.
100%. Yeah, 100%. But her problem was she went to legitimate doctors. They're like, "Hey, man, you're fine. Get out of my office. By the way, you owe me money." Yeah.
Yeah. Well, those doctors are all over the place. She could have found one of those doctors if she would have tried. It would have been very easy.
Oh yeah.
They're not hard to find.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Those.
You only want those kind of doctors when you're trying to pull this type of shit.
Exactly.
When you have a real problem, you don't want those doctors. You want the good doctors. She did the opposite of what she should have done.
And it's sad, Vinny, that those doctors are on every corner, and you can find them very easily. You just go out about 8 o'clock in the morning and drive down certain areas of town.
Yeah.
And the cars are lined up out the parking lot, and those people are there to get their pills.
Oh yeah.
And that's the ones you want to see because they'll write you whatever. You just tell them what you just go in there and tell them.
Yeah. All they care about is getting paid.
Yeah. And you just say, look, I've got a $1 million insurance policy and I don't have injury. I need an injury to get that $1 million, and they'll write it right up for you.
Yeah.
And they'll say, just keep coming back for your pain pills.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't, I know I can take you to those clinics in every corner of Atlanta.
Yeah.
And why can I find those clinics, but the police can't?
The police won't.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they got, Kickback City, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kickback City.
Yep.
Yeah. But she destroyed her life. She destroyed it. I mean, because she had no education other than working for the city or the county, the state.
A part of me thinks this is hilarious, and the other part of me is like, oh my God, what a tragedy.
There's no tragedy to it. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but just for her to be so short-sighted, just goes, oh, I'm getting paid. Let me quit my job. Come on, man.
She got what she deserved, Vinny.
Yeah. What's that song? It don't mean nothing until they sign on the dotted line. It don't mean nothing, man. It don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing. Yeah, right. I know exactly. I know the song you're talking about.
I forget the guy's name. But wow. It's
funny.
It's funny and I don't know, tragic might be the wrong word. But to be so close to something, people only dream about that. Yeah, I'm getting full pay for the rest of their life with raises and insurance.
Yep.
And they got it. And all they're doing is sitting home.
Yep.
And she was 27 months away from that.
Yep. 27 months.
And she quit. On an assumption.
No, not on an assumption. She quit. It's not even an assumption, Vinny, because there was not even an assumption there.
Yeah.
Because she was uneducated and too dumb to seek advice.
Yeah.
And when she did seek advice, she was too stupid to listen to the advice she was getting.
Dude, she got advice. She got advice from her out-of-work kids and her out-of-work husband who said, yeah, quit. We're set up.
Exactly.
She got advice. Yeah.
And if she would have knew how to do math,
yeah,
she could have taken a pencil and a piece of paper or like Tim Wilson said, dirt and a stick.
Yeah.
And have figured out that $600,000 wasn't really that much money compared to what she would have gotten if she would have worked the 27 months and got her pension.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Let me add this up real quick. She was able to go back to her job, which means she probably quit with giving notice, and she quit like, a normal person. She didn't go, fuck you, I'm out of here. I'm getting $1 million.
Yeah.
So she probably quit correctly She probably left her job correctly because they took her back. But I wonder if she got a pay cut. She probably did.
Oh yeah, she had to start back at day one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she didn't get her 27 and a half year raises. She started back at entry level.
Yeah, she's not gonna make it to that 30.
No.
Do you think she has a case?
No.
No, I don't think so either. I think the state of Georgia is absolutely correct.
Yes. Oh, she knew the state of Georgia was correct. She told me that she had no case against the state of Georgia.
Yeah.
I asked her, I said, well, can you appeal the state of Georgia's decision? She says, I've already appealed it. She said, they will take me back as a courtesy, but she said, they will not let me have my tenure. She said, I cannot come back as a 27 and a half year employee and then retire.
Why would they want to do that? Why would they want to spend that money on someone who, I quit. Wait a minute. No, I don't. Well, I agree. I agree. Listen, I agree 100%. I mean, it's sad, but hey, next time, think ahead.
Well, it's not sad, Vinnie, because her supervisors have to be a good steward of taxpayer money.
There you go. That's the whole thing right there. Yeah, exactly.
And to bring her back and to give her retirement and let her quit in 27 months, that's not being a good steward of taxpayer money.
No, it's not.
So no. I don't feel bad for her. I don't feel bad for her at all.
This episode is brought to you by Simple Funding LLC. For all of your pre-settlement funding needs, contact Simple Funding LLC to receive your money promptly. They're a customer-centric legal funding company that provides exceptional funding solutions at affordable rates. Simple Funding covers a diverse range of cases, including car accidents, slip and falls, worker compensation, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and more. They recognize that life goes on and you need to access your funds immediately, which is why they offer clients a swift and efficient process with minimal documentation requirements. For more information, visit simplefundingllc.com or contact them directly at 678-855-6232.
Let me put it to you a different way. Next time, don't go to work for the state of Georgia at the age of 18. Go to college and get an education and learn how to do math.
Yeah. Learn how to do math.
Let me put it to you even in a different way. Go down and get you a sign and have someone write on it, because you obviously can't. Have someone build you a sign that says critical thinking for high school students and petition the lawmakers at the Capitol every day until they put critical thinking in high school.
Right. Yeah.
And then maybe next time, the next person who's in an accident won't jump to conclusion. Maybe they will use that critical thinking that they learned in high school.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this once before. I think things through before I make a decision.
Yep.
I can't remember who it was, but some president, I heard some president he would write a letter and he would put it in his desk drawer and keep it for a week. And if he felt the same in a week, he would mail it. And if he didn't feel the same in a week, he would throw it away.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the best things that anybody could do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know how many emails I write and then delete them because I change my mind by the time I'm done with them?
Same here, buddy. Same here.
But because I write that email pissed off, and by the time I'm done writing the email, I say, I shouldn't send this because I'm sending it in a haste. Let me cool off, and if I feel the same way, I'll send it.
Yeah.
And then by the time I've cooled off and I've thought about it, I'll rewrite the email, and the email sounds totally different.
It's more diplomatic. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it just makes more sense for me to calm down and think about things. And see, I have to do that. Well, I guess I don't have to, but but see, when I go out,
it's smart too.
It's smart to. But see,
Yeah.
I go out and I go do these investigations for these attorneys, and then I have to write a report on what I've done. I write the report 3, 4, 5 times. And then I say to myself, is this really what I want to send? And then I think about it for a while, and then I say, no, that's not the point I want to get across. What word do I want to use here? That's not the word I want. And then I'll go to a thesaurus, and then I'll find the word that means the same thing, but maybe it's a little softer, or maybe it's a little harsher, or maybe I'm trying to drive a point home, so I'll look for something that's a little harsher, or something that's a little or something that's a little okay. If it's a female attorney, I use softer words because I hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
And that's not a joke.
No, I'm sure of it.
And so it's so important that you think things through before you make rash decisions.
It's very important.
And in these days, I put things in AI, and I'll write a report. See, I've gotten in the habit in the last year or 6 months, more like the last 6 months, where that I'll just write my thoughts down, in 8 or 10, 15 lines, and then I'll drop it in AI, and I'll tell AI what I want. Put this into an email, or put this into a locate report, or put this into whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then I'll read it, and I'll say, man, that sounds so professional, but it's a little bit off kilter because it's saying things. It's to the point, but it's saying things a little harsher, because you have to be careful when you're speaking to attorneys, because you don't want it to sound like you're telling them what to do.
Right.
So you have to, so I'll go in and I will reword what AI has said, but I'll leave it in their format, in AI's format.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I will tell it, I will say, can you soften up this portion?
Right.
And AI will reword it for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because even when AI does it, and it sounds so professional and it looks so good.
Yeah.
Even AI says it sometimes to where I'm afraid that they're going to take it wrong, and it's going to look like I'm being pushy, or I'm being an asshole about it.
Right.
So I have to reword it.
Yeah.
So that's how much I think things through before I act on something.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that's important.
Well, you have to. I mean, so just to quit a job.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a little extreme, but I can see this woman getting hit by this tractor and trailer, and her getting out and doing a dance on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Sparking her purse.
Well, what I was just thinking was, and I mean, I like to look at things from all kinds of different angles. Was, well, what if she got hit by this tractor trailer? She took an Uber home, or whoever she got home, and she gets there, and it doesn't even cross her mind. But then, she sits down, and her husband and her kids are there because they don't work. And anyway, and he's like, well, where's the car? She goes, oh, I was hit by a tractor trailer. And he's like, you were hit by a tractor trailer? That's payday, baby. She goes, that's the $1 million insurance and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to get this and we're going to get that. You can quit your job. And blah, blah. What if it was him that put this all in her head? Then she goes in the next day and she goes, hey, I quit. I'm getting $1 million. Then she finds out, no, you're not getting $1 million. And hey, you just lost your pension. So now she's got to live in this house with this guy who gave her this idea. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but I just think that's funny too.
Yep.
Well,
I told her, I was sitting there with her, and I told her, I said, divorce your husband if he won't get a job. I said, run your kids off.
Yeah. Yeah. They're old enough.
I said, tell them, get a job or go or move out.
Yeah.
I said, you can't feed them anymore.
Right.
She said, I'm going to lose my house. If I don't get this $1 million, I'm going to lose my house.
Yeah.
She said, because I don't have a job anymore. I said, well, I don't know what to tell you. I said, you're not getting $1 million.
Yeah.
She said, I said, you're not getting it. I said, it's clear. You're not getting it.
Yeah. And why this number $1 million? Is that just a tractor trailer payout or something? Or
in the state of Georgia, commercial vehicles are required to carry $1 million worth of insurance. The minimum they're allowed to carry is $1 million.
So how did she know about this? Or she must have talked to an attorney about it or something.
Well, it's a pretty common known thing.
I didn't know it.
Well, again, I was going to say amongst professional claimants, but
among professional claimants.
but she probably, I don't know how she found out about it. She may have known, she may not have known, but she may have hired the attorney, and the attorney told her it's $1 million policy. I don't know.
And then they did their research, or as you call it, due diligence, found out,
yeah,
hey, you're not getting $1 million. Yeah. Oh, well, then you're fired. And then she goes to the next attorney.
Yeah.
Well,
she hired the first attorney she hired was a no-name attorney, meaning that there wasn't a no-name attorney, so to speak, but it wasn't a TV attorney. Then she hired a TV attorney.
Yeah.
And the TV attorney told her the same thing the non-TV attorney told her.
Yeah.
Then she hired the attorney I was working for.
Right.
Or she tried to hire the attorney I was working for. Right. And when I told her the same thing and told her that, and she showed me the lien paperwork that the other two attorneys, or the first attorney had put on the case. And then the second attorney was going to put the lien on the case, was going to do the same thing because he had worked on the case and he wanted his portion. Then they were going to, we wasn't going to sign the contract because, why were we going to try to fight for 33% of $25,000? If she was even going to get $25,000, she may not even have got the whole $25,000 because she really wasn't that injured.
Yeah.
And she was just doctor shopping, and insurance companies will fight to not pay when you start doctor shopping.
Yeah.
So
hilarious, man. That is I want to make a short film of this. Slapstick comedy, dude.
Well, Vinnie, I'm telling you, no matter how fertile your mind is, you can't make this up.
You can't make this up, man.
I've been in this business 30 years, and I couldn't make this up. I couldn't think of this. I couldn't.
Yeah.
This is real life BS that I sat at this woman's table for an hour and a half and listened to her cry with her trying to tell me why this trucker's insurance should pay her.
Yeah. I mean, listen, lady, all your crying ain't going to make this happen,
Yeah. Well, and it's all about who's at fault. And the car was clearly at fault. There were no dispute. It was on video because the truck driver had video, and the car came over and hit the truck, and the truck came over and hit the car. And when the truck hit the car, she left the roadway and hit the median wall because she was in the slow lane. And this is what happened.
Wow.
And, and she wanted that $1 million. She seen dollar signs.
Yeah.
And it was, and it just didn't. And I left, and I wasn't one of my prouder moments, but when I got in my car to leave, I was laughing.
Yeah.
I mean, but why wouldn't you laugh, Vinnie?
Yeah, I know. It's very, very funny, but boy.
Welcome to the education system of Atlanta.
Yeah, education system of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yep. Dirt and a stick.
Because really and truly, if you had any education at all, and this was really and truly a $1 million case, and you were really going to take home a couple $100,000, and you had this kind of job, you would bank the money and you would find some kind of money investor who would invest it for you, whether so that the money would accumulate interest and grow over time, because they were living fine.
Yeah.
They were paying their bills. I don't know if they were saving money or not. Obviously they wasn't, because she was getting ready to lose her house, she said. But they were living fine. So you would invest this money so that it would grow over time, so that when you reached retirement age, you would have a little bit of a nest egg.
Yeah.
That would be my first thought.
Oh, hell yeah.
But that thought never crossed their mind.
Yeah.
They would just live on it. But my first thought would be to invest it and let it grow. And then when I reached retirement age and I was drawing my retirement, then this could add to my retirement each month. Because you think about it, if this woman would have worked until she reached retirement age, she would have got a great pension from the state of Georgia. She could have got her retirement, and then she could have got, if she would have gotten the $1 million, then she could have put this into some kind of money management, and then have gotten a pension off of that. So she could have had 3 checks coming in when she retired.
Right.
But that wasn't even her thought. Her first thought was, quit my damn job, lose that check, and live off of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which reduces the amount of her retirement that she gets from Social Security, because she stops paying in.
Yeah. Yeah. She thought she hit the lottery.
Well,
I mean, she must hate that job so much. She must hate it so much.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, had to.
And yet had no alternatives.
None.
I mean, she fell ass backwards into this great job with a great, a great. It's not maybe it wasn't a great job, but it raised 2 kids and got her a house. That's more than what 60. I mean, that's more than a lot of Americans are doing these days.
And the job couldn't have been that bad. She'd been there 27 and a half years.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't make it another 30 months, 27, 28 months.
28 months. Holy cow.
I mean,
I'd have a calendar on my refrigerator and just be Xing days. All right, boom. All right. I only got a couple more months left, and that's it.
Well, yeah, she could have quit and went and got her another full-time job and have had 2 full paychecks coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how ignorant do you have to be?
See, that's right there. That's the sad part about it, is the stupidity.
But
then it's also hilarious, and I don't apologize for it.
No.
Yeah.
See, that would have been my first thought would have been, man, I can work out my time and quit, go get another job, and put this money into some kind of, go get a money manager and let them invest this money for me. Then I can have 3 paychecks. I can have the paycheck from this one, the paycheck from a part-time job that I go get, and then have the money from this coming in. So I can have 3 paychecks coming in.
Yeah.
And then I can divorce my deadbeat husband, run my deadbeat kids off, downsize. I can live beautifully.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That would have been my first thought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of the dead weight. I'll be hell, I can vacation all the time.
Right. Just live free and easy.
Yeah, exactly. Man, I've been carrying 3 people. I've got them all in cars, and I've got them in a house. I get rid of all those people and get 3 paychecks coming in. Man, I can live like a queen.
Yeah, I guarantee you, they're not in that house anymore.
Oh, no.
They're struggling hard now.
Yep.
They're struggling hard.
Yep.
And there's another sad part about this story.
Well, didn't have to turn out that way, Vinnie.
No, it didn't. All she had to do was do a little math. That's all she had to do.
Well, I'll just a little bit of education, just a tiny bit of education.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know, just a tiny bit of education.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. That the education system failing that hard is the sad part.
That is the sad part.
Yeah, but it's a very, very funny story.
It is. It was a funny story.
And I didn't feel bad for her. You know, I mean, hell, all she had to do was call me up and ask me, and I'd have told her that she was making a mistake.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
You know, and I would have told her, even if the tractor and trailer would have been at fault, you don't have the injuries to get $1 million. People that are getting $1 million insurance settlement is getting injuries that you don't want.
Yes.
People that get $1 million settlement, there's a commercial that runs here on TV. I'm sure you've seen it. It's with a very big law firm, and the girl comes out in a wheelchair, and she's paralyzed. And she says, I hired this law firm, and they got me a big settlement.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in a wheelchair like that to get a settlement?
No.
I'd rather be poor.
Me too. Not worth it.
Not worth it.
No.
I don't that in order for you to get that $1 million settlement, that's your life afterwards.
Right. Yep.
I don't want that life.
No, I don't want it either. Yeah.
So if you're looking for $1 million settlement, that's your life afterwards. That's what you're going to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'd rather work.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
that's the moral of this story.
That's the moral of this story. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. I don't know if you need more comedy after this story, but if you do like stand-up comedy and goofy videos, check me out. My website is vinnie.com, www.vinnie.com. All the links to all my social medias there. Please follow me. Lynn Lambdin is the best, ladies and gentlemen. If you need someone surveilled, if you need to find someone, if you need to serve someone papers, contact Lynn Lambdin at, tell me your website.
LWIAS.com. That is www.lwias.com.
Yes. And thank you once again, Simple Funding, for sponsoring this episode. For all your legal funding needs, contact Simple Funding. We will see you next week.